Alone in her dimly lit college dorm room, Jessica flipped through the dog-eared pages of her textbook, trying to drown out the chilling wind that howled outside. The first big snowstorm of winter had descended upon the campus, trapping students indoors, and tonight she felt particularly vulnerable. It was just past midnight when the knocking began. A soft tap-tap-tap that echoed through the silence, sending a shiver down her spine. She looked up from her book, her heart racing slightly. It was late and she wasn't expecting anyone. "Hello?" she called out hesitantly, but only silence responded. The knocking came again, more insistent now. Reluctantly, Jessica got up from her bed and approached the door, peering through the peephole. There was no one there. She stood in the stillness, contemplating whether to retreat back to bed or open the door. The knocking had stopped and the wind outside picked up in a howling crescendo, rattling the old windows. Just as she started to lose her nerve and back away, she heard it again. But this time it wasn't a tap. It was a soft voice barely above a whisper. "Jess, let me in." Her blood ran cold. The voice sounded like her roommate Sarah, who had gone home for the weekend. Confused and anxious, Jessica instinctively checked her phone, but there were no messages or alerts. Why was Sarah back? And why this late? "Sarah?" Jessica asked, trying to keep her voice steady. "Is that you?" "Let me in, please." The voice came again, tinged with a desperate urgency. "I need you." Something felt off. The way the voice slid under the door gave her a creeping sensation, like icy fingers pressing against her skin. She wanted to open it, but instinct told her otherwise. "Are you okay?" she asked, heart pounding in her chest. There was a pause, and then the voice morphed, turning cold and harsh. "Let me in, Jessie. I know you're in there." The change was instant, from pleading to menacing. Fear coursed through her veins as she backed away from the door, moving toward the small window. Outside, the moonlight illuminated the snowy courtyard below, a stark contrast to the darkness that surrounded her. "Who are you?" she demanded, her voice trembling.